Welcome to Toad Wars Sunday night. I am Carrie, and that's Jared.
What's going on, guys? I'm just adjusting. I moved the mic, so hopefully it's in a better spot now. So I just have to maybe make some adjustments throughout the night here with that. But we should be good to go with that.
We're back from a week of hiatus.
Hiatus.
Hope you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl.
A week of hyenas.
Hyenas, yeah. Yeah, we were over here preparing for it last week, and we started getting messages like, "Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna watch the show tonight. Yeah, the Super Bowl, blah blah blah." And honestly, I kind of wanted to watch the halftime shows.
So we were like, "Well, everybody's gonna be watching the Super Bowl. Why? Let's just take a Sunday off. We've never done that before, so we figured, why not? You know?
Yeah.
So
I enjoyed the halftime show. Anyway, I'm glad we did it.
yeah, it was from your era, wasn't it?
It was from my era.
I thought they did a pretty good job on it. It's not my type of music, but I thought for what it was, they did a pretty good job. So
Absolutely.
no one's ever happy with it, you know.
You have some new friends on the floor.
I have a lot of new friends on the floor.
Lots.
Yeah, lots of new friends. So actually, I've had all these pedals, most of them.
Yeah, I know. I see them shoved in corners around here.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna put them on the board, and just have them all on here. The new friends are the TC Electronic flashback pedals.
Yeah.
And MXR Phase 90, and that's pretty much it. Everything else has been here.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Morley Wah. Yeah.
Right. I know you were excited about your wah.
Oh, I know.
You guys should have seen him checking his ring. I think I hear the truck. Oh, nope, it was the truck. Oh, I think I hear the truck. Let me check. Nope, it's not the truck.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get it. You guys know what it's like when you're waiting for your gear to arrive, and you're like
OCD there.
Yeah, you're stalking the
stalking the delivery guy.
Delivery guy, because they have that on the app, for UPS. In your area, and I'm like, yes, but he's in my area for like 3 hours. I'm like, yeah.
We're literally sitting there talking, and he would stop. He'd be like, checking, like.
It's gotta come today.
And it didn't. It did not end up coming. It said it was going to be there by 9 or 10.
Yeah, and it didn't come. It had to come the next day for some reason. Yeah, I was bummed.
Poor stalker Jared.
I know, but it's here now, and it's a good little wah. Yeah, I like it. I had no idea that Morley had such a variety of wahs, because back when I used the Bad Horsey like several years ago, that's all they had. At least that's all I thought they had. That thing's huge. I mean, it's like takes up half your pedal board. So I was like, well, I love the spring load stuff, because I don't like the toe tap, especially when you're seated. It's hard to do. So having a spring load one is better for me, because I always use it intermittently, and you guys have all been there where you thought you toe tapped it off and you didn't. It stays on and you're back on rhythm. You're
I
like,
have so been there.
I've
been there so many times.
So that's why I got it. And then they got these new wahs out, and they're small. Look how small that is.
It's the little bitty one.
It's the little bitty one, yeah. And then I got my big, Ernie Ball volume pedal that I've had for like 10 years. Yeah. So I'm using that again. So, yeah, I'm enjoying this pedal board a lot. And get ready, guys, because there's going to be a huge onslaught of pedal demos. I can't wait to...
Fresh content.
Exactly. Well, I talked to Marty at Motor City the other day, and he's got some pedals, so we can demo them for you guys, shoot them out. And Motor City's got 1 billion pedals there, so feel free to place an order for something at Motor City and click the link below. And I'm not trying to shill for anybody. I'm just saying, man, when I went in there the other day, because I'm all about pedals now, because I've switched over. And now it's like I walk by their pedal display, and
They've got a crap ton of pedals in there.
Yeah.
You don't know if any of them are good or bad, or they look cool, or just because they look cool doesn't mean they are cool.
Yeah, that's what you mean by it. They all work. I mean, obviously, but yeah, there's some cool, funky looking pedals. Yeah, there's some
funny
really
names.
Yeah, there's some ugly looking pedals that sound amazing. I mean, there's all these different,
What was the name that we were gonna, if you ever made a pedal, the something Sea Witch?
Oh, I forgot. Gosh, somebody mentioned it. The something Sea Witch, hissing Sea Witch or something.
It was a bad noise that I made.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, anyway, let's say hi to some people, but I
Yes.
just saw out of the corner of my eye that Chicago Todd is leaving in about an hour and a half to go see Dream Theater.
Oh, good for you, bro.
Where are you going to see that?
Chicago.
I know,
Probably.
it's an hour and a half.
Oh.
So it's 8:30? You're leaving at 8:30?
Wow.
What time's the show?
Are they an hour behind us, though, I think?
Oh, do they
Yeah.
not do the daylight savings?
Yeah, I think they're an hour behind us. Yeah.
He was just mentioning earlier today that Dream Theater would be here. Was it Tuesday?
Yeah, Detroit. They'll be here Tuesday in Detroit. And I'm like, oh, at the Fillmore, too. And I love the Fillmore.
Yeah.
It's such a great venue. But I got to work. I got to watch trucks.
We've seen them several times. We can miss one.
I know, but they're getting older, and so are we. It's like you never know. It's like when Van Halen was over, everybody's like, I should have saw him when I had a chance, you know? So,
well, I hope you enjoy it, Chicago Todd.
yeah, good for you, man. Let us know what you think, man.
Mm-hmm. So, Dean Harkness, he was the first one here. Hey, Dean.
What's going on, Dean? Hopefully you got my text message.
Johnny Ramiro's with us.
Hey, what's up, Johnny?
Said good evening.
Good evening.
This is gonna be good. I can use some new ideas and tips for my JP-2C pedals. That was a very informative show on the flashback too, by the way.
I'm sorry, I was reading Dean's text. I'm back. Go ahead.
Johnny Ramiro, Jared doesn't care about you.
I do. I'm sorry.
He doesn't care about you or the compliment that you were giving him.
I was reading a text
message. I'm just
message.
gonna move on. Matt Forrest. Hi, Matt Forrest.
What's up, Matt?
Now, Johnny said that it was a very informative show on the flashback, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we have someone new that I haven't seen, XL34X.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, hello.
What's going on, man?
Aaron Lucas.
What's up, Aaron?
JP 50 watt.
Hey,
I said
what's
JP.
JP 50?
JB.
Yeah, you should change it to JP 50 watt.
What's up, JP? Let's see. Oh, hey, what's up? Love the JP-2C. Yep, Mike Nash. Hey, Mike Nash.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
And let's see. Jason Taylor. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Jason, what's happening, man?
So I hope everyone is doing well.
Yeah, right back at you, buddy.
Jay. Hey, players.
What's up, playa? Jay, what are you smoking tonight, man?
He sent us a picture.
Oh, did he?
You too busy ignoring people.
Yeah, I'm like, well, you know what it's like on show day, man. I'm like all over the place.
James Dunn is with us. Hey, James.
Oh my god. Look at that big old... Oh man, Jay and his stogie pictures, man. That's awesome.
Hey, Luca is following us from Naples, Italy.
Hey, what's going on, Luca?
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, well, he's the one that makes the awesome amp that I got on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be nice.
Did you ever get that all worked out?
Yep, it's coming.
Awesome.
It's coming. So yep. It's gonna
You're
be
gonna
nice.
stock that delivery guy too? You better stock this one.
Oh, I'm gonna stock that delivery guy. Yeah. Oh, my $2.
Matt Force likes my Metallica sweatshirt.
Ah.
Thank you.
What's up, Matt? Good to see you here, buddy.
Glad you guys are all feeling better too at Motor City family.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you mention anything about that?
Yeah, they were shut down for a week or two because of that wonderful thing that is going around.
Yeah.
But they're
Everybody
back
got
open.
it, and they're back open now.
Yep, everybody's set and ready to go, and I'm going to be going to Motor City and checking out some more guitars too. So yeah, I'm going to do guitar demos, pedal demos. It's going to be fun.
Ben Burnett.
Hey, what's up?
I'm going to have to take this with a grain of salt before I even read it.
Good old Ben.
Get it over with. All right. Almost bought a Sterling by Music Man JP model. Neck through with the most hideous purple sparkle paint.
Oh.
Played better than a $6,200 PRS guitar.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with purple sparkle paint.
Yeah. What's up with you, man?
I would buy that in a second.
Yeah. You would. You'd totally buy purple sparkle paint.
Matter of fact, I might go buy purple sparkle paint and just give one of your guitars a makeover.
Hell nah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell to the hell no.
Oh, yes. What would you do if I did that?
After you moved to Brazil and you hid from me?
I'll move to Brazil.
I don't know.
Oh, Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He says South Alabama loves Metallica.
What's up, man?
Oh, good to see your name in there. JV says, I have the MXR Phase 95. It's a cool pedal.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I love that pedal. I'm going to get some, I went to Motor City the other day and I got some pedal pedal risers, I guess you want to call them, so I can raise. You know how I got to step on the freak out. So I'm going to raise that up so I can step on that.
There yet.
No, not yet. So I'm going to put it on there, and then one for my MXR Phase 90, and I think there's one more I need.
Yeah, I mean, if you get some big boots or something, you step on a lot of
Well, yeah. What if I stepped on my wiretap pedal and it started playing riffs at the same time?
You ever put that somewhere else?
Yeah, so I got to be careful. So I got to raise stuff up. I mean, I might be able to move some stuff around. In fact, I might be able to put the freak out here. And then move the rev pedal up there, because the rev pedal's always going to be on for the most part. You know, it's just a good pedal. So but we'll see. We'll see.
Let's see, where did I leave off? James Dunn says, I think I'm going to get a stealth and a granifier.
Oh, nice.
Is that how you say that, granifier?
Yeah, granifier, yep. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a stealth, that's for sure. I haven't played a granifier yet. I've heard good things, but I know you'll love a stealth. Are you getting the Hyundai or the 50? Either one's good.
No, JB is seeing Dream Theater Friday.
Ah, good for you, man.
I wonder how much tickets are.
Well, last time we went, how much were they? Do you remember?
Didn't you pay for the meet and greet, so it was a little more expensive?
Oh, when I went, yeah, it was $260 for the meet and greet. Yeah, but it was worth it. Because John signed my guitar.
He's like a little girl. He signed my guitar.
I'll never play this guitar again.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, I'll be playing it.
I know, that was your cover photo for the longest time.
I know, yeah. John Petrucci signed my guitar, and we hung out. We talked for a few minutes, and I was the last, because John Thrasher, he's been to a lot of them, and he's like, all right, just hang with me. I'll show you how to do this so you get the most time with them. He goes, be the last ones in line, because if you're the first or the middle, you always feel rushed.
Yeah.
He goes, but when you're the last one, there's nobody behind you.
Yeah.
So he's like, we'll be the last three guys. It was me, him, and James, and we went there, and we just took our time with each guy. And I fist bumped John Myung, and he had all these like gnarly rings on, and I was like, ow! Kind of hurt a little bit. Yeah.
You're a talker too, so I'm sure you got some good questions.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had fun talking to them guys. Church was like super like down to earth and just really nice and.
I remember you saying that you wanted to bring him some chocolate cake.
Yeah, I wanted to bring him a chocolate cake. And I was going to dress up in Dave's dinosaur outfit.
God, I talked him out of that one.
Yeah, he talked me out of it. Because, he always talks about his guitar tone, like several layer chocolate cake and mixed with a T-Rex, And I was like, if a T-Rex brought him a chocolate cake, he would probably just die. He'd be like, oh my God. Fan of the year,
Oh, Lucas says, a night of great music and gears.
Thank you.
Ben Burnett, Helix 3.15 does auto engage for wah now. It's a great update.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I'll have to. I haven't even updated my Helix yet. I got to do that.
Paul Smith made it.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Hi, Paul. Let's see. Gabriel, what's up?
What's up, Gabriel?
Sanchez. Yep. Sean Casey is with us.
Hey, what's up, Sean?
He says, I think analog pedals sound a lot better and cleaner.
I'm really digging the analog pedals, man. It's a lot of fun because, I mean, you can do your own updates. You know what I mean? I love the digital stuff. Don't get me wrong. I've used it for years. It's great. But I'm having this honeymoon phase kind of thing with the pedal board now because it's like, anytime I want to try out a new pedal, it's $100 or something. You go down to the store and, I'll get that, And I got a, what's that upstairs? The Walrus Audio, I think. Jay, what's that pedal you talked me into? It's a chorus pedal, so I'm going to use that for my clean tones, I think. And I'll do a shootout between that, the Corona chorus, and the TC Electronic, which is also the Corona, but also the Dreamscape. And I'll do a shootout between those three as well. So that'll be fun. Pedals are so much fun to shoot out and, dial in. And
I'm just glad you have some more content. That'll be good for the
channel. Exactly. Well, it's nice to do content that's about affordable things, too, because people can watch and they can be like, well, this is worth my time because I can afford this, as opposed to, hey, check out this $5,000 amp, It's like, there's a reason why I don't go to Ferrari dealerships and look at cars. I can't afford one, So I don't want to do that anymore,
Let's see. Official SNM videos. Good evening, Tone Wars.
Hey, good evening, sir.
Patrick Nesbo. Question. What's your favorite cabin speaker for the Boogie Mark IV, is that 4? Yeah.
4.
4, Rev B. I'm like, is it 6 or 4? Does the I come before or after the B?
You failed Greek mythology, didn't you?
4.
Yeah, I really liked it through the Mesa 212 cab. I really did. I thought it sounded amazing through that. So, I mean...
Ooh, he's watching from Sweden, by the way.
Oh, hey, greetings. Yeah, I really liked the Mesa 212 cab with that amp. It just sounded perfect with it. So, the vintage 30s and a 212. The 212s are punchier cabs, and the 412s are a bit airy. They don't have as much of a gut punch to them, but they do sound good. But I like the 212s because they're really thick and punchy, you know. So, I'd go with that.
Jerry W. is watching us from Kentucky.
From Kentucky. What's going on, man?
James got the 100 watt.
Oh, good for you, man. Yeah, both are great, but I there's a reason why I sold my 50 and got a Hyundai, because the 100 watt just, I don't know, there's some mojo in that amp, man. It just has it. It's just really nasty. I really like it.
Patrick asks, did you hear about that new parametric EQ pedal that replicates the EQ pedal used by Metallica on Master of Puppets and Justice?
No, I didn't hear about that. That's awesome, though. Yeah, if you want to get that, scooped tone, there you go. Real easy to do.
Aaron Lucas says the two of us are staring at the pedal board like two new parents staring at their newborn in a bassinet. I'm looking at it like, holy crap.
Yeah, what have I gotten myself into? You should have seen Steve
That's
Shaheen.
kind of like new parents too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. What have I done?
Yeah, what have I done?
What have I gotten myself into?
Congratulations. Yeah, nice meeting you. Bye.
Keep it alive.
Here's some baby food. Have a nice day. Yeah, you should have seen Steve Shaheen when he came over, because he offered to help me with it, and he saw the pedals. He's like, "We're okay. So we're doing all that, huh?"
Oh, I need more time. More time.
Okie dokie.
That's gonna cost you 2 dinners.
Yeah, exactly. I owe you a second meal, bro. Come on over. I'll pay you with a really good meal next time.
Chicago Todd says he has 7th row seats at the Chicago
Oh
Theater.
my God. Are you in front of Petrucci? Probably. If he's going to go that far, you might as well get stage left. You know, that's where he hangs.
JB wants to know which one of your guitars is signed, and did he sign the backplate?
Yes, it's the 6-string Artisan series. Yep, he signed the backplate. He was really cool. He was like, so he picked up the guitar and blessed it, of course, and yeah, exactly. And then he's like, well, most people like me to sign the back plate. Would that be okay with you? I'm like, dude, you can sign it with a router on the front. I don't care. You can sign it with a torch, you know. And he was like, yeah, I'll just sign it back here. And then I put fingernail polish, like the clear coat over it, so it never wear off. Yeah, but it was really cool talking to him and stuff. I mean, he was really kind.
Of your life, for sure.
Oh man, that was a cool night. And then, so we were stage right, so we were in front of My Young. And then for that particular tour, John had this huge intro solo, like really long solo that he played. It was for that, I always forget the name of that album, the last one that they did with the story about the gift of music and all that. So we're up front, we're literally leaning on the stage, all 3 of us. That's how close we were, front freaking row. And I was thinking front row chairs. No, it was standing, and we're standing and leaning on the stage. Yeah, but when you lean on the stage, it's fine. So we felt like we were at band practice, because you can hear the stage sound perfectly. It was like insane. So for that whole intro solo, John came over and played. I could have tied his shoelaces together if I wanted to, but I obviously didn't. But he was right here playing, and me and John, my buddy John, were just sitting there going, can you believe this is happening right now? Looking up at him, we can see his pick just blazing across the strings, and I'm just like, drool.
Jared turns into a toddler. A drooling toddler.
Yeah, it was, that was something else. And he's like looking down at us like, yeah, we're like, yeah.
Cheers. I love you, man.
I love you, man. Want a sip of my beer?
So
dude,
stupid.
It was insane. Oh my God, it was insane. It was so much fun that night.
I'm glad you got to experience it.
Me too.
Lucas says, Jarrod, my MXR pedals are full bore metal and distortion plus to boost and X gear crush OD to have Dimebag's tone.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, having a good boost pedal, it's it's definitely something to be said for that. Yep, tonight I'm using the Mud Killer. This
Chris
one right
A
here.
is with us. Hello, everyone. He got his iconic.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
How is it going with that? Are you enjoying it?
Does it chug, bro?
Does it chug,
Does
though?
it chug, brah?
Chicago Todd says, dangerously close to 7,000 followers.
Oh, I
The
know, we're
march to
almost
7.
there.
I like that. He said the march to 7. Hopefully by March, in a week, we can have 7,000.
I hope so. I would love to have 7,000 by the end of the month.
Share the channel with your friends.
Yeah.
Make them like it.
Yeah, make them like it. You will like this.
Subscribe to Tone Wars.
You will like these two weirdos.
It's March to 7,000 by March.
Hell yeah, man.
Dean Harkness, thanks for the super chat, man.
Oh, hey, Dean.
He said he had a thought today. Technology today is amazing, but I wonder how many of our favorites are what they are because they had to make the most of what was available.
You know, that's actually, and thank you for the super chat, and great comment, because that is so true. I mean, I think innovation, what does it say? The necessity is the mother of invention, you know? So you're right. That is exactly why, because, you know, we're always looking for, you know, better ways to do things and upgrade. I mean, for instance, I have the Joyo PXL Live switcher and looper here, and it's an amazing piece of gear. So the only thing so far, and it's not a negative thing, it's just one of those things where I wish I had it, is that when you can get the trails on your delays when you switch loops. So if I'm doing a solo and I pull out of that, go into a rhythm, the delays instantly stop. So you don't get the trails to kind of cover up that whole nice little blend in, you know. This doesn't have it, but the Boss ES8 has it, and then there's a G3 that also has it. I think it's called a G3 or something, and those have it. So it's another one of those little touches, but, you know, all those little things, you know, just keep evolving, and it's just little things that, you know, make a huge difference.
Jay says it's the Walrus Audio Julia Chorus.
That's right, Walrus Audio Julia Chorus. Yeah, that's upstairs, and I'll be hooking that onto the board because, you know, I got room.
You've got room for like 2 more.
You think so? Yeah, I think you're right. I could probably squeeze in a third over there if I move some stuff around, but and then yeah, Return Dakota sent me another a picture of his pedal board where he bought this thing that's like a bridge that you can fold over top of it to put even more pedals on there. Yeah, I know. More pedals. Yeah, so that was really cool.
Lucas says one of my favorite tests was yours on Iron Ball SE by Engel. That lunchbox really bites to me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, those were good. That was a good little video. I remember doing that. Yeah, the Iron Ball's a great amp, and so is the MT15 and the what is that? The Mark 525. Yeah, all 3 of those are great amps.
Jay signed a super chat with a request.
Uh-oh.
I know, right? It's from Jay.
It's from Jay. Sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom.
From Jay and Aaron Lucas. Those 2.
I know, those 2 always get me.
Like, oh, here we go. All right, Arnold compliments Jarrod for going back to pedals, but is upset there isn't a Terminator pedal.
Jarrod, good luck with that. You did a great job. You got rid of the sissy little digital gear. Get down with the sissy digitals and get the real pedals again. It sounds amazing. But you made a huge mistake. There's no Terminator pedal there. You have to get the Terminator. The Terminator is the best noise gate ever. It'll beat the Rev G8 by millions. It's so much better. It terminates all the noise. Get the Terminator pedal now. Do it. Get to the chopper.
You haven't done Arnold in a while.
Yeah, I haven't done Arnold in a while.
We've been stuck on
Skater.
I was going to call him Billy Bob.
Skater.
Skate.
Stuck on skate. Yeah, I got to do riffs and responses tonight after the show, so I can have that up by tomorrow. But I'm going to do the basic version I don't have time to do all the.
Time for the character.
Oh my God! When you do the characters, you got to get down here. You got to put the lawn chair out or whatever.
Get dressed up.
Yeah, well, I was exactly, and I was
find your mojo.
exactly, and I got to read all the comments and respond and edit those in, and it's fun, but it's a lot of work. So tonight or tomorrow's riffs and responses. Sorry in advance. It's gonna be.
He's apologizing.
It's gonna be pretty basic.
Normal character is pretty awesome too.
Well, thank you. I'll pay you. I don't have my wallet down here. I'll pay you for that later.
You don't have to. That was free. Dean Harkness says, watched an interview years ago with EVH saying he developed his style because he couldn't afford pedals.
Yeah. Yeah, he developed a lot of things because of that. I mean, he used to wind his strings a certain way and put pencil graphite. He just take pencil shavings and put those on the nut so the strings didn't bind up. I mean, he did all this tinkering, but if it wasn't for all the tinkering that he did back then out of necessity because he was poor, he wouldn't have come up with all the amps and the guitars and the pedals and all the stuff that he came up with later. I mean, so you're right.
Philosophies on things and pricing.
Oh, everything. Yeah. And you're right because all of his amps are affordable. I mean, they're not. I mean, let's face it. He's the most iconic guitar player ever. No one will ever be more iconic than Eddie Van Halen. And his amps are the most affordable out of all of the signature amps out there. I mean, his amps are the most affordable. So you gotta really tip your hat to the guy because he's like the everyday hero or whatever. He's the people's champion, as far as all that stuff goes. All of his stuff was appropriately priced.
JB says, what about a T1000 pedal?
The T1000, yeah, that'd be the T1000 killing everything. Yeah, that would be a cool pedal. The Terminator. Yep, get rid of all the noise.
Well, is there something that you wanted to give us a little taste of with your new pedals?
Little taste.
Little nibble.
Little
Nibble of something.
Little nibble of something.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm not going to blow anything up here.
Yeah, especially my ears.
Yeah, so let me mute the mic just in case. 1 second here, guys. There we go. Yeah, so those are some of my new delay settings that if you guys didn't catch that video on the flashback, oh my god, the stuff that I learned just by opening up that software and tinkering around with all those different, settings. And this pedal can do anything. I mean, even if you want just flange or phase or chorus, you could just turn off the delay and get a phaser, or have both. I mean, it just does so much. It's just such a cool pedal. And it's like I said in the video, it's like the Harry Potter tent of pedals. Because, you see this little pedal and it's got 4 knobs and a switch on it. And you're like, oh, that's cool.
Right.
But then you open up the software and you're like, oh my god, all this stuff it'll do. So
I don't know if you went over this already in your original video, but why did you go back to the pedals? Like, what inspired you to do this?
Good question.
Good question.
Good question.
I remember when you got rid of them and went to the electronic, you were like, everything's got to be this now, and everybody's stupid if you don't do this.
That was like
You've come from
8 years
full
ago.
circle.
Well, so I'll give you the cliff notes on that. So or not.
It's 7:30.
We'll be here a while. So basically, reason why I did that, number one, was when Steve Shaheen brought his Obsidian over. See, he uses his own pedal board when he brings that over because he's got a harmonizer and he's got all these different things. So it's like, oh, okay, so we got to hook you up to that. So I was hooked up to my HELIX. So I was like, well, let's get you dialed in now. So we switched over, and while we were switching over, I'm like, well, let me just plug direct in with an overdrive. I don't know why I did that. I just thought of it, and all of a sudden the amp sounded better. And I'm like, dude, did you just hear? He's like, yeah, I heard that. He's like, there's better top end. It's more aggressive and it's more natural sounding. I'm like, you mean to tell me this whole time when I had my HELIX hooked up, it was
yeah.
And again, I love my HELIX. I still love it. I think it's a great pedal and I still recommend it to people. But there's an AD to DA conversion that happens, analog to digital, digital back to analog conversion that happens, and there's a little bit of a telephone game happening when you're doing that, and there's a little. Yeah, there's a little bit of a tone suck, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It just takes a little bit of the top end off, and it was like, and as I listened more and more back and forth, I noticed there was a little bit of a little bit of dust in there. Nothing horrible. If you're touring and you're using a HELIX, just do it. It's great. I'm demoing amps, and I'm trying to give you the best, purest signal possible so that I'm doing the right by all these amplifiers. As soon as somebody
starts singing over it, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, exactly, because it's all about you then, isn't it? But what I'm saying, though, is I'm trying to give you the purest and best representation of these amps that I can. It's my responsibility to do that for, number one, for you guys, for the people who build these things, and for my channel.
It's also awesome that you can display both of them.
Yeah.
You can show the digital, you can show the analog now.
Yeah, exactly. So that was one of the reasons. So there's a little bit of that. And the other reason was I'm like, I really want to do some more pedal demos and stuff. And with my previous setup, I mean, it wasn't impossible. It was a big pain in the rear end. So now this is a modular board. I can take any one of these pedals out and put another one in its place for a demo. And it's nice to be able to do that. So I'm doing it for the channel mostly because I want to do more content for you guys and be able to do that. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't do it. I mean, there is a difference in the way it sounds better. I think I have more clarity and a better top end. But if I was touring, I don't know if it would matter as much to me because, but...
Because your singer's going to sing.
Exactly. You're going to sing all over it anyway. But on top of that, though, this is fun. It is. Now when I want to make a change, I can just go, I'm going to go to the store and pick up this or this, and it's only $100 or so. It's not a big deal,
It's only $100.
Yeah.
10 times.
Yeah, 10 times. Yeah.
Jason Taylor says my JP-2C recently blew out.
Ooh.
I pulled the fuse and it didn't look blown, but I'll probably put a new one in anyway. Hopefully nothing bad, but at least I got my rev.
Oh man. Wow, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me know how that works out. Hopefully it's just a fuse. or a tube or something like that. Hopefully it's, something simple. It's usually what it is, because that's why that stuff's in there. It protects the power section, because if it's a power amp, ooh, that could be ugly.
Dean Harkness, there's just something a little extra badass with the pedals. No disrespect to the Helix.
No, there is. There's a little more of a purity there, and again, it's fun, messing with all these pedals.
Big Mike said goodnight. He must be sleepy there in South Alabama.
Oh, man.
All
Good
that sunshine making him tired.
Good to see you here, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Sean Casey says, sounds good on his end. That must have been while you're playing.
Good. Thank you.
JB said this in an email about one of the 12 X7s, and my bad blender went bad, and Sweetwater sent me a microphonic tube. I ordered some Genelax Gold Lion 12AX7s and interested to see how they sound.
Oh, yeah. Keep us posted on that, dude. Yeah,
Charles Wagner. Hey. Hey.
Hey. What's up, man?
JB then said they have gold pins.
Oh, yeah. That's supposed to be better conduction.
Charles, the Mark 525 is weak. It's all about the Mark 5 90 watt.
Yeah, what's funny is I had a Mark V 90, and I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the gain structure on that amp, but everybody's different. It doesn't mean that I'm right. That's just my stupid opinion. I mean...
What did we talk about now? What did we talk about?
It's my magnificent, glorious opinion. It's just my opinion, but it just didn't work for me. I prefer the gain structure in the Mark 525, and the Mark IVs are like, yeah, you can't say a bad thing about the Mark IVs. But the Mark V it just didn't work for me. But it doesn't mean that it's not a good amp. I'm sure you like it, and that's good.
Luca chimed in, wow, you're the tone king, Jarrod. Mesa Mark 525, it's a blasting amp. We know why it's John Petrucci's choice.
Yeah,
I
the
said
JP.
That weird. John Petrucci's choice. That's hard to say. John Petrucci's choice.
John Petrucci's choice. Say that 5 times really fast.
No. Jason Taylor. So even a real pedal in the effects loop of the Helix would not be the same because there's still an AD-DA conversion.
There is. I think there is. I really do. And I think they did a phenomenal job on the Helix. But we got to remember, that's about 7 years old now, and things have changed. So maybe their next unit will, maybe they'll have addressed that. Again, it's not super, horribly noticeable. But if you A-B it, you can hear a little bit of a difference. And that's no knock on the Helix. But I didn't know until I knew. I did it for years. You don't know until you know, right? And as soon as you... Because, who does that? Who switches out everything? And, so it's not... Well, that's my job. But it's not a horrible thing, like I said. But once I heard it, I was like, that's when my gears started turning. And then I was like, you know what? I got to start doing more pedal demos anyways and put together a pedal board. And then I was like, why not just switch? Just for the time being. I will still use the Helix on the channel. I'll just use it as an all-in-one unit from time to time. They release new updates and they got new amps and stuff. And I'm on their marketplace, so... Maybe I'll start making more amps for Marketplace.
Jason Taylor already read that one. Sorry, JB, the TC electronic pedals have analog feed through too.
Yes, yeah, they got buffers, they got I'm telling you guys, if you haven't checked out the TC stuff, I've had the TC electronic Corona chorus and the Dreamscape for years, and I think they're great, but I never dug into the software. I just never, I'll just turn the knobs, I didn't know there was all that stuff in there behind the scenes. There's a ton of things you can adjust. And on the flashback, too, I was completely blown away. You can have any kind of delay you want. Literally, any kind. That's one pedal to rule them all, if you ask me. It's freaking killer.
Charles Wagner, the Mark 590 watt is super crisp and super tight. You have to push it loud to get the simulclass power section working magic. The Mark IV setting is crazy good. The 2C plus setting on the Mark V is thin.
Yeah, it was a little too focused for me. You're right. I just didn't gel with the amp. I know why people like it. I do. I understand why people like it. It just didn't work for me. The gain structure was a little too... I don't know. It was a little too clean for me. If that makes, I don't know if that makes sense or not. But I like a little bit of extra dirt and nastiness. I mean, I got the EVH EL34 and the Stealth right behind me. I mean, I like nasty amps. That's just me. That amp was just too.
You just like nasty all the way around.
I like nasty. I'm nasty. Yeah, I do. But it was too refined for me. But that doesn't mean it's not good. It's still a great amp.
Jay says the HX effects added radio stations and other types of noise to my signal, so it was sold quickly.
Yeah, I ended up noticing that too. I have a cleaner signal now, and I'm not dealing with like ground loops and stuff. It wasn't horrible, but there were certain amps that would gel with and certain amps that it wouldn't. But thank God for noise gates because it covered all that up. But I am liking the pedals, but I still recommend the Helix. I think it's a great unit,
JB50 Watt says JP-2C slaughters the Mark 590 in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, it's just, I like the gain structure in the 2C better. It's just a little more forgiving for me. And I need all the forgiveness I can get.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, so you're with me on that one, aren't you?
Dean Harkness says a 2022 Ferrari or a 69 Camaro. One is definitely faster, but which one's cooler?
69 Camaro, baby. I'll take the 69 Camaro 8 days a week because I had one. And I missed that car.
Charles Wagner, I need a JP-2C with the simulclass power amp.
Yeah, the JP-2C is definitely a great amp. I always recommend it to people. Now, I will say this.
He said I like a little sag in my power amp.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of, that too. But I will say this, thank God I had the Mark IVs here because they actually helped me dial in the JP. I had the JP2 scooped. I didn't realize that until I put it up against the Mark IVs. Both I had the Rev B and A. And when I put it up against those, I was like, wow, this thing is really scooped. And I ended up bringing my mids up on the faders a little bit, which you don't know until you compare it, and as soon as I compared it...
I feel like there's a theme of tonight. You don't know until you know.
You don't know until you know. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely helped me.
Let's see, JB. The JP-2C is an HRG 2C+. I think a DRG 2C+ has the simulclass power amp.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, mythology in the Mesa stuff, and it's all true. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they changed over the years that did make a big difference. Like, if you play the Rev B Mark IV against the Rev A, they are completely different amplifiers. And you would think that, they probably just added more features. No, it's a whole new amp. It's completely different.
Let's see, I lost my place. JC Serrano, ever played a Mark III or original 2C+? To me, all the Mark series sound similar. I've owned all of them. They're all cool. Excuse me.
Yeah, they are all really cool. Set them up the same and put them next to each other, and you'll be surprised at how different they are, especially the Rev A and B Mark IVs. I can't speak for the other ones because I have not played those, to your question, but I would love to someday. Like the red stripe, the purple stripe, they got all these different stripes. It's like, it's crazy, man. The lineage, it's like all the Mesa stuff, it's like the Beatitudes in the Bible. Like,
so-and-so begat this.
Yeah, like, good Lord.
Literally.
You guys were busy.
Marcus Unger says, my bane of existence, outside interferences. So frustrating.
Oh, yeah. I hate outside interference. The Hum X actually helps with some weird noises, too. So if you...
I remember the day you had to get the Hum X.
Oh,
it was so bad.
It was, the noise down here. I don't know what was going on. I was getting a ground loop issue. I even had an electrician come over. I had an electrician come over and check my wiring and my outlets, and he's pulling them all out. He's like, dude, whoever wired your house, I would hire this guy. This guy couldn't have done a better job. He goes, I can tell you right now, you're not having wire issues because your house is wired better than it should be. He's like, holy crap, dude. I've seen mansions that were wired worse than this.
Until you go outside and accidentally clip the cable.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be bad.
Doing a little yard work.
Yeah, a little yard work, clipping cables. Oopsie.
There goes the cable. Where are we at? Luca, one of the TC Electronic John's choice was Hypercom compressor. He set 2 tone print presets too. This is the reason I took that comp. I'm a TCG Major 2 user.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, there's some good compressors. Yeah. You want to wear mine? I don't think mine are going to work for you.
I don't think so either.
No.
I was going to go like this.
No, the TC
How long
stuff.
have we been doing this?
2 years.
5 years? Well,
How
no,
long
2017.
Going
but
live like this, it's been 2?
2 years?
Yeah.
I did not need glasses at the beginning.
Yeah. Same here. Look at me now. Yeah. Yep. Now I just wear them all day. But yeah, the TC stuff is great. I'm definitely digging it, man. I mean, you can download tone prints from your phone, from an app on your phone, and play this weird staticky noise through your pickup, and it'll program the pedal.
Fart in a bucket.
Yeah, isn't that insane? Hey, what you do on your time?
Now they need to do something like that for dinner. Like they have an app.
Fart in a bucket?
No. You have an app on your phone and you hold it close to an outlet. And something.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Your oven starts cooking.
Chicken dinner. There we go.
Well, fart in a bucket. That's something Skeeter needs to say.
Well, fart in a bucket.
Oh, fart in a bucket.
Oops, I said the quiet part out loud. Oopsie doopsie.
Jay says I had a Mark 5 35 for a while and actually preferred the 25 when I demoed it at Jarrod's, but there weren't any in stock at the time. Yeah,
that 25 is a little mean little amp, man. That thing's nasty. I like it.
Hey, CS.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
He says I'm at my brother's house celebrating multiple birthdays, but trying to check in here and there.
Ah, cool, man.
Thanks for checking in. How are you doing? Is the surgery healing up? I think Jarrod said you were able to play with a little bit of pain, but...
A little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell everybody we said happy birthday, since you're doing multiple birthdays.
Yeah. Well, mine's in August.
Yeah.
It's 2 multiple birthdays.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Vox Pathfinder just got done with some painting and tuned in.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Charles Wagner, I regret selling my Mark III Blue Stripe.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
regretted some things.
I've regretted selling some stuff too. My Camaro's one of them. But yeah, that thing. Ugh.
Somebody told you so.
Yeah, I know. That was a sexy car.
Somebody told you so.
I know. You told me not to. And I was like, whatever, And then now I'm like, no, what have I done?
Jamie Brown, my Mark III Purple is going to Andy Fuchs, Fuchs, to repair and update. Fuchs?
Oh, cool. Andy Fuchs is doing that, huh? Nice, dude. Sweet.
CS says he's doing good.
Oh, that's good to hear, man.
Yeah, good to hear.
Let me do another song.
Perfect timing, because we all caught up.
I'm feeling edgy. Let me hang on, guys. I turned off the wrong amp last time. That's why the Mark 525 was up there. They're right next to each other. I got them confused. And then the picture popped up. Yeah, that noise gate got me. I gotta make some adjustments on that again. Yeah, some solos, just, I need that extra sustain.
It's all about the sustain.
Hell yeah, it is.
Marcus says, I love taking low sag amps and taking pedals like the Mud Killer or the Pepper's Dirty Tree to tighten them up like an Egnator Tweaker 88.
Oh, yeah.
You get the thickness of the amp with a tight response.
Yeah, it is nice to mix those up. I mean, that's what's nice about the Badlander is it has the Variac on it. So if you want a little bit of sag, you hit that Variac and it kind of squeezes the amp down a little bit. And you turn up the volume a little bit to attenuate for it. And you get a really nice little kind of mojo with the amp when you do that. Yep. You probably freak out. Like sometimes you sit here and you're like, what are these guys talking about? All the little intricacies and all the little stuff we like to do with our amps.
Just let it go.
Yeah, you're like, whatever. Where's my microphone? You guitar players are all a bunch of fidgety weirdos.
Charles, did I already read this? I have a JP-2C. I was hoping to pair it with a Mesa 290, but Mesa discontinued them. Oh. And he said that's the thing I love about the JP-2C, the two 2C plus channels that are identical, so you can dial in a killer lead tone and killer rhythm tone.
That's how it's done, man. That's really how it's done. I mean, I wish more amp companies would do that, would make two identical channels and let us dial them in independently the way that we like them. You know, it's so nice to have that, you know, where some of these amp companies are like, oh, here's your jack of all trades, master of none amp. And I'm like, well, I'm paying all this money for an amp that I'm going to use one channel on. So I really like the design of the JP-2C because you got a great clean channel, which I'll play for you in a second here, and it just sounds so musical and amazing. And then you have two identical channels that you can dial in with separate EQs any way you want, you know. So that
Flux
is awesome.
is here.
Hey, what's up, Flux?
Hey, Flux.
Good to see you, man.
Let's see, Charles Wagner. The JP-2C power section just doesn't have those harmonics and thickness.
The JP-2C power section?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty thick amp. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. You know what I mean? One man's steak is another man's chicken, as they say. So, you know.
They say that?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say where I come from.
Official SMNM videos. I almost bought a real vintage M Mark II C+, but got the JP-2C due to the 2G EQs and more flexibility in my opinion, and have no regrets.
Yeah,
Sneeze
the flex.
coming.
Yeah, the flex. Oh yeah. All right, let me mute the mic. And it went away. So, I scared it. Yeah, the JP-2C is the features on it are amazing, and I'm controlling it. I'm switching channels with the Joyo. You know, isn't that cool? Like, so I can go to my clean channel. Let me go through the 3 channels for you real quick, and I'll show you what I'm doing. And I'm switching channels with my Joyo right now.
Marcus says he plays the piano too, but the guitar is just cooler.
Yeah, you get more chicks with a guitar. You just do.
Sean Casey says, Carrie, can you hear the difference of the tones?
No.
I just want to sing.
Yeah, sounds like a guitar. That's what she always says. The only guy that gets more chicks than anybody with the guitar is your boy.
Oh,
With
it's
the
a
violin.
cello.
Yeah, what's
his name? Search for the Hauser.
Hauser.
Hauser. I sent you the videos from time to time.
You guys, if you have wives, just look up Hauser on. Is he on YouTube?
Yeah.
Look up Hauser on YouTube. He's a celloist.
Yeah. I think he's part of 2 cellos. He's one of the 2 cellos.
Yeah, this guy he's a really good celloist, and he's really
musician.
cheesy, but in a way it's like for chicks though, they dig him.
It's over the top, sappy and romantic. It's like it's one of those romance novels.
It's like if King Julian played.
He's like a living, breathing romance novel on the cello.
It's hilarious.
He does these videos on the beach with his cello and his chest hanging.
He's looking at you as he's playing his cello for you.
He's very sultry
I
in his
know you
movements.
want me, don't you?
It just melts you right down to the core.
Yeah,
You're like, this is the cheesiest thing I've ever saw, and
But I
it's
can't
totally
stop.
working for me.
Not
My
me.
face
but,
hurts
yeah.
now.
So yeah, so either play guitar or play the cello like that dude, and yeah,
It's so embarrassing.
you'll never be alone ever.
It does. My face hurts.
All right, so with that, let's go ahead and play some riffs on 3 channels. So I'm gonna go through all 4 presets. I'm gonna go through my.
Sean Casey, I love you. Can you hear the difference?
Nope. So
It's
I'm gonna go
just really
through.
loud.
I'm gonna go through A, B, C, and D. So A is my dry crunch, B is my wet crunch,
I'm gonna
and
go find some Hauser.
yeah, and C is my lead, and D is my clean. 1 second here. There we go. So
That was party.
that was pretty. Yeah. Not too shabby though, huh?
I liked it.
Yeah. You know what's cool is I had the flange delay. So you heard that
My
little.
face still hurts.
Yes.
I got a stupid grin on my face.
You do. You got a dumb grin on your face. But
Anyway, you were saying something about a flanger?
I was saying. No, I got the flange delay, so you got the little flange on the trails on the delay. So, dude, that pedal is stupid. So good. So much you can do with it.
Let's see. Charles Wagner, the MIDI function on the JP-2C was such a great addition along with the cab clone.
Yes, absolutely.
Thong DeLong, finally catching his stream.
Hey, what's going on,
He
man?
says you've been helping me with my guitar streams on Twitch. Thank you.
Oh, cool. That's
You
good.
didn't even know you were doing.
Yeah, he threw me off on the Twitch thing. I'm like, I'm not on Twitch, but he's on Twitch.
Yes.
So, yes. All right, good. I'm glad I could help you, man. That's awesome.
Let's see. Where did we go? JB. I've been calling him JP all night. The cab clone IR in the Badlander is awesome, and I think much better than what's in the JP-2C. I wish they'd update that on the amp.
Oh, maybe they will. They just might. They might come up with a JP-2C2. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Dean Harkness says, I have my hands full with teenage girls. Been threatening teenage boys with using certain parts as Christmas tree ornaments.
You go, Dean. You go. I get it.
She loves the night. Is that a fight riff that he always plays? War of Words, I think. Is it a fight riff that he always plays?
Fight riff?
Yeah.
That second one that I play is from a song I'm going to play tonight, Night Terrors.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that second one is. The first one is an old Dream Theater riff from Pull Me Under. Yeah, I play it wrong on purpose, just so people know, so I don't get demonetized. I know how to play it right. I play it wrong on purpose. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe even a chainsaw, Dean. Yeah. All right. GM Iron. Hey, kids.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are ya?
Good to see you, man.
Sunday fun day. Hey, dude. Have you ever done a shootout with Synergy modules with the real amps?
No.
You are asked that so often.
Yeah, I haven't, but Motor City got the Herbert Mark III module in, and I'm going to shoot it out with my Herbert. What, Herbert? Is that good? That
It's just funny when you say Herbert.
Yeah,
Your
it's
face
kinda-
does a funny thing.
Yeah, they got the Herbert. I didn't know I did that.
Herbert. I think it's a funny word. You got to make your
Herbert. Herbert?
Herbert.
It is a goofy name for an amp, but I know why he did it. He named it after somebody. But anyway, yeah, so I might shoot it out with that.
Good Lord, if anybody heard me say this, they didn't know what I was talking about. Marcus, so once again, I think the Egnator Tweaker 40 is identical channels.
Oh, does it? It's got identical channels? I didn't know that.
Egnator Tweaker.
Egnator Tweaker. Yeah, it's a
You
tweaker
guys.
amp. Yeah,
Let's see.
there's some funny names out there, isn't there?
Charles, let's see. She loves the night. Fight half Ford's solo band in the 90s.
Oh, Fight?
Fight.
That was Helford's
Halford's
band.
solo band.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That was his solo project in the 90s when he left Judas Priest for a while.
Jam Iron is laughing. He said, I learned Jared's tester riffs. I play it when tone hunting.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's what a lot of them are. A lot of these songs are just tester riffs that I turned into songs. Seriously, that's what they are.
Tire kicking riffs.
Yep, my tire kicking riffs. And I just was like, well, I might as well just put some drums and bass to them and see what happens. So that's what I did.
Dean says, they're all good kids. Kind of like the not heating the whole neighborhood lectures we all got.
Yeah, exactly, man. Oh, yeah, we've all gotten those. Yeah, let's see here. What do I got here? I could do a couple of the rhythm type songs. Let's just hear what this amp sounds like on great. How's the mix, by the way? Before I go into the next song, I want to make sure the mix is good. I'm feeling like the guitar might be a little loud tonight in the mixes.
Your guitar's always loud. Always.
Yeah, it feels like it's a touch loud in my in-ears anyways for the mixes, but that could just be me.
We'll see what they say.
Yeah, so I'll wait. It's like a 20-second delay, and if I have
Yeah.
to make adjustments, I will.
Haven't got any updates yet.
We will wait patiently for your
Waiting
response.
patiently for your
Yeah.
responses.
In fact, I gotta leave that up there. That pedal floating around.
My face finally calmed down from
Oh, good.
the
From the Hauser thing.
photos and stuff, yeah.
You got a thing for Hauser, man.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't. Yes, you do. You can't help yourself.
It's a stupid guilty pleasure.
It is.
It's so for you too. I love sharing it with you.
I know, every time I'm like, God, this guy again. But he doesn't. It doesn't piss me off. It's funny. Like, the guy's hilarious, you know. So
it is comical. Like Charles says the mix sounds great.
oh, okay.
Jay
I'll just leave
says
it.
turn up the banjo.
Turn up the banjo.
Turn up the banjo.
I want to hear it. Drink me some moonshine.
All right.
There you go.
Let
Do
me,
your thing.
let me do a couple of these rhythm type songs, and then we'll. I'll do a couple more after that. Let's see here. There we go. There's those two.
That was pretty nasty.
Pretty nasty.
That was pretty dang nasty.
Yeah, those are that last one. I had to restart it because I literally forgot how to play.
I forgot the first
I
words.
had a total brain fart. I'm like, wait a minute, how's this song go again? God, man, what's happening with me lately?
Jam Iron asked me if I ever showed interest in learning the guitar and becoming a shredmeister.
You have shown interest in learning the guitar.
But you have not shown interest in teaching the guitar.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You haven't shown me the money.
Oh, please! I show you the money twice a week.
Show me the money!
Twice a week for 10 years.
That's right. Yeah, I think you've paid your dues, right? Do you really want to learn how to play guitar?
Yes, so I can freaking go do my own gigs.
Be a weirdo like me.
Play live.
Wouldn't that be funny if she learned how to do that and then she was like, yeah, I got 57 pedals as well.
Nope.
You
I
probably
just borrow
wouldn't.
yours.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what would happen.
I need to borrow your stuff. I got a gig tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, show me the money.
No, I just need your acoustical one.
Yeah, my acoustical?
Yeah.
Oh, so you'd probably just want to use the piezo
Yeah.
on one of these and get my KEMPER and just go out and have fun.
Yeah.
I get it.
I have shown it over the airs. But I like to sing better. I like to practice that. My face hurts. Apparently I haven't been smiling too much lately.
Yeah.
And now doing Tone Wars.
Your smile muscles are all worn out. They're atrophied.
They are. That's so sad.
That is sad.
Oh, let's see. Dean Harkness asking a group of guitar players if the guitar is too loud.
Yeah, exactly. Really?
Dude, I think that was a Freudian slip. The all bass intro sounded awesome.
Oh, no, thanks, man.
Charles Wagner, killer. You've got to go try Synergy modules. The 2CP Friedman HBE, Bogner, Uberschall, Slow, the VH4. They're all so good if you have the right power amp.
Yeah, I used to have those. I used to have a lot of Synergy stuff here. And I think it's great stuff. I really do. I switched to like the big dogs because I loved the which one? The Ingalls Savage module is actually really good, but I actually prefer the amp. You know, I think the amp sounds fuller. But you're right, it is a lot of it's about the power section. You know, because all those amps are designed with the power section and the preamp section in mind, you know, and they got to work together. So when you put it through a power section that's maybe, you know, not as good as the original amp, then yeah, you might get a little bit of a difference there. But yeah, they are good though. They are really good.
Sean Casey says that your new mixes sound awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
And GM Iron wonders if you've shown interest in singing like the brilliant Carrie.
Oh, you don't want to hear me sing.
Jarrod could sing me under the table.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna crawl under the table.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you would go under there for.
No, he's actually a really decent singer.
No, I suck.
He would surprise you with the tone of his voice.
Yeah, it's so bad that it would surprise you. I hate
is
my
a
voice.
born and bred 80s metal singer. He has got the highest range. He can hit notes that I can't hit.
I can hit
full chest voice.
Yeah, I can hit some notes.
Yes, he can.
I gotta back into a cold doorknob with my pants down to make it happen.
No, you don't. You know it. One time when I first joined the band, God, what was it?
It's a long time ago.
Long time ago. Anyway. One time I made fun of him. He used to sing, no problem. He would sing parts and like show me this and show me that or whatever. One time I made fun of him. Never sang again.
I never sang again.
He will not sing.
She ruined me. She was like, "You sound like an old lady." I'm like, "Well, I guess that's it for that."
One time I rip on him about everything. One time I ripped on him for singing it.
You didn't know. You didn't see the
not sing again.
You didn't see the keep off the grass sign on that one, did you?
No. I'm not joking though. He can hit notes higher and louder and longer than me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that now. That was several years ago. Yep. But and you know, several years ago and when I was cigar free.
Right.
So now that I'm smoking cigars.
Hey, maybe you got a manly voice.
Oh. No, I sound like an old man, not an old lady. Boy, you're full of it tonight, aren't you?
It feels good. It feels good to be back.
It does.
I've been on vacation for a minute for myself.
It's so nice to have you back too. Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, girl. Dan C. KSR PA50 power amp with 6L6 tubes would be great for the Synergy modules.
Yeah.
I
agree.
used one last night with a Kemper and it sounded awesome.
Yeah, KSR makes a great that PA50. I've recommended it to so many people, and in fact, he's supposed to send me one to try out. And when I get it, I will definitely try it out for you guys. I had the Syn 5050 here, and I thought that was a really good power amp as well. But there are differences in power amps. Some are bigger sounding, warmer, fuller, more low end, less low end. I mean, there's.
Chills.
Well, the heat just turned on.
No, it's not a heat thing.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Did I already read? Yeah, I read that one. John Wagner. I've got the Syn 1 and a Fryette.
Oh, yeah, the Fryette power station I heard is really good.
Oh, sorry. JB, Jarrod, have you noticed that your 7-string Majesty sounds different than your 6-string Majesty? Mm-hmm. Even when playing the same thing, it seems the bigger neck and body actually matter.
I haven't shot them out like that, but I'd have to try. I know the Artisan series are there different pickups than the Monarchies? I'm not sure, because it could be that. I'm not sure. I'd have to try. I love my Artisan series, though. It's a good one.
Charles Wagner, I love the old John Petrucci Ball family reserve guitars. Those were so good.
Oh, yeah, man. They're all good. I love these guitars so much. These are my go-tos. I got the Schecter hanging over there. I still think it's a great guitar, but tonight I felt like playing my one of my favorites.
Steve Shaheen is with us.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
He says, when are you going to do the overdrive shootout?
As soon as I get a...
The same day we do the blind shootout.
Yeah, exactly.
We're supposed to do it.
Yeah, we're supposed to do that, but we will. The Pepper's Dirty Tree, I want to get that. And the Fort and Grind, I want to get that. The Fort 33 or whatever. I want to get a couple other pedals to do it. I've done overdrive shootouts on the channel. I was actually thinking about doing per amp, best overdrive for per amp. That would give me more content too, and it would maybe help people pick the best overdrive for whatever amp that whatever I'm seeing. And I'll describe like what I'm experiencing and all that crap too. You guys know how I am. I'm a blabbermouth, but
And we love it. That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
Charles says, laugh out loud, never go cigar free. What's your favorite stick? He loves Davidoff No. 3 sticks.
Oh, good question. Dropped my pick there. So today I enjoyed
Today the favorite is
the Magic Toast, the Alec Bradley Magic Toast. I thought that was freaking really good. It's a good lower price cigar. I mean, they're around $9. I get them on the cigar page. Jay turned me onto that place, and I get them for half price on there, which is a great deal. So I really like those, and I like the Alec Bradley Gatekeepers, and the
I'm just looking up mine because I can't remember
yeah,
crap.
I'm trying to remember the other one. There's a bunch. Gosh, what's the one? The 10.
The Undercrown?
Yeah, Undercrown 10. Thank you. The
You're
Undercrown
welcome.
10 is money.
That's the one that comes in the little cigarinis, right?
That's the Maduro, which is also
yeah.
those little ones, man.
What do you call them?
The Maduro,
No,
the cigarillos.
Yeah, I call them cigarinis.
Yeah, those are good though. Yeah, I like the Undercrown Maduro, and the Undercrown 10 is always good. And
The Fuentes.
yeah, oh
Maduro.
yeah, the Fuente double Maduros. Oh, those are. You can't go wrong with the Fuente. You just can't. So those are like
And the Oscar. No. The La Gloria.
the Gloria. Yep.
La Gloria.
Yep, that's what you had today, right?
No,
No,
I
you
had
had
the
the
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
The 2012 is super cool. It's a two-tone wrapper. I was
barber
trying.
pole.
Yeah, it looks like a barber pole with green and Maduro, green and darn. It's by Oscar Valdez, 2012. Super, super yummy. It's a little bit on the milder side, but so so yummy.
Yeah. Yep. Love those, man. If I have a good season this year with my business, I'm going to build a cigar lounge off of the back of my house on top of my deck.
Now we can have Tonewar episodes
Yeah.
of the cigar
While we're
lounge.
having stoogies. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Dean gave me a compliment, and then he had to put a disclosure. He said, "Carrie, you're looking hot tonight, by the way. Dig the Metallica shirt." And then his disclosure is, "I'm happily married." Just giving the lady her due. Thank you. No offense taken. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
JV, I noticed it when playing my 6 and 7 string if they sound different guitars and they have the same pickups.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that must be. Yeah, I'll have to try that someday.
Luca, Synergy modules are born by designer Stephen Fryette, the man that made VHT Pitbull in the mid-90s. What a great designer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you're right. The designers are the ones that made them, so they're not like knockoffs. They are made by the actual amp designer.
What is that? Well, before I read his, Charles Wagner says, "Oh wow, I heard good things about the Alec Bradley sticks. I'll have to check those out."
Oh yeah, get the Magic Toast. You can't go wrong with it.
Really good.
It's a great smoke, and it does taste a little bit like spicy toast
At the end.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
GM says, "What kind of pancake you like with your cigar? Blueberry or buttermilk?" What is pancakes and cigar?
Smoking a pancake.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's an old thing. I'm gonna have a smoking a pancake.
I probably like the blueberry though.
Probably. I have to try that. Cigars and pancakes.
I'm all about it. Costco has that keto pancake mix that's delicious.
I have some upstairs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I still haven't cracked it open yet.
We're cracking it open tonight.
Yeah, we'll have pancakes tonight.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah. You
I'm
got
down.
blueberries? You have berries? You have frozen berries.
Frozen berries, but I don't know if that'll be good.
Damn, thanks for the idea. Luca, Steven designed modules to be matched with Synergy power amps or heads, but offers a single or rack preamp with 2 slots.
Nice. Yeah, excuse me, the Fryette power station. Yep. Let's do some. Night terrors.
Sure. Charles says, "Pancakes? I just drink Tito's with a little heavy cream and Kahlua."
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Nice.
We've been doing juice with it lately.
Yeah, like grape juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, grape juice is really good with it. You know.
mean,
Yep.
can't
Nothing wrong
drink
with
every
that.
day.
No. No.
Gotta go with the juice.
Gotta go for the juice sometimes, especially like for noon cigars. You know, you gotta. I always have a lunch cigar. You know, out in the garage. You know, it's fun.
Out in the 40 degrees.
Yep, exactly. It's fun
or
though.
the 20 degrees.
Good way to clear my head sometimes. Just go out and have a smoke, make a phone call. I got a TV out there. I can watch TV. I can go out there and clear my head. Whatever I got to do sometimes, you know. It's fun. A lot of times I'll have one after I do an episode. It's my reward. Like, no cigar until I do an episode.
Right.
And as soon as I hit render on my computer, I run upstairs and sit out in the garage and like, yeah, I earned this. Yep.
All right, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do my thing, girl.
Nice.
Nice. God, that song's a challenge.
Charles was like, "Oh wait, it's a song." Killer riff.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a song. Yep, it's one of my tire kicking riffs, and I actually wrote it on the Purple Nightmare when I got that amp within
That's
10
one of my
minutes.
favorites.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't know
good
why you
amp.
don't play it more often.
Yeah, I will. Maybe I'll play it next week. I'll play it next week just for you. I'll
you.
suffer through it. Yeah, that I wrote that song within 10 minutes of playing the Purple Nightmare for the first time. It just inspired the whole thing. That's why I call it Night Terrors. It's like it's kind of a spooky song, but it's my ode to the amp. Yep. So like within 10 minutes, I dialed in the amp and I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, the single notes on this amp are really nasty." And I was like, next thing I know, I wrote the song. I'm like, "Ooh." Called my buddy TJ. I'm like, "Hey, I got a new song I want to record." So we did it.
Dan C says, "I tried the Fryette with a Kemper and Helix. I didn't care for it much. The KSR PA50 gave me everything I was looking for. I can't say enough about that unit."
Is it a little thicker? Because that's one thing that Kyle is known for is like his amps. They're real beefy. He likes a real big, beefy amp. So that could be it. Maybe it's a little thicker.
JB, are you going to be getting a Red 7 amp? I plan to get a JP-2C, but the store just told me to try the new Red 7 they have now.
I am going to try. It's on its way. It should be here, man, any week now. It should be here soon. Yep. The last one, at no fault to the manufacturer, was not their fault. FedEx lost it. It got lost. Yeah. So I had to redo the order, and they're taking very good care of me, and they're doing a great job. So again, it's not their fault. It's FedEx. But they had to make me a new one. So it's coming.
Jay is in his garage watching us with a stogie.
With a stogie.
And Kylo right now.
Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. We're in people's garages. We're on their phones, their iPads. We're in their cars. We're on their big screens. I mean, it's so nice, man, when we do this.
Charles Wagner has an orange tree in his yard, so they're able to get freshly squeezed orange juice every day.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
We had fresh squeezed lemonade for lunch.
Yes,
yeah,
that was ridiculous. That was really good.
AR Stubbs. I think what everyone wants to know: what are your stage clothes staples?
Stage clothes staples. Well, back when
You're looking at it.
No. Well, back when we were performing a lot around here, I had those. I don't know. You wore something different all the time. I basically did. Big old those that really. I don't know, where did I get those at? Buckle.
The jeans.
Yeah, like they're kind of expensive, but yeah. So I had like, the necklaces, and the typical chain thing that goes here, and a bracelet. I couldn't wear a bracelet here because it would scratch up my guitar, so I wore some crazy bracelet here, and just a cut off shirt like this or a vest. Back then, I wore a lot of vests.
Shirtless
vests. A shirtless vest. I was Mr. Shirtless guy.
It. You rocked it.
Yeah, I rocked it. And then you wore all kinds of crazy stuff.
All kinds of stuff.
So we would go to a show and set up our gear. You had to be load-in was at 5, and it's like,
yeah.
What do? We got to go eat. So we would go to the restaurant, and she's all decked out, and I'm dressed in whatever, and we walk into these restaurants, and people would look at us like, "Wow, where's your spaceship?"
Yeah. The local venues don't have dressing rooms, and they had like a green room, but it was for everybody. Like the band was warming up in there, and the bathrooms and bars. You're not changing in those.
No.
There's no changing in those. So we just get ready at home, and we go out, and I'm like, here it comes.
Here comes the
metal queen and king.
We walk in and people be like, wow.
We go in the little Thai restaurant with the little meek people like, oh.
Yeah. You want some food? Like, yeah. It was kind of funny, man.
Good times.
Yeah, it was good times.
And then after the show, we
go to one of those greasy spoons.
Yeah, you go to like Ram's Horn and
Denny's or whatever.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Remember the last time we were at, was it Denny's or Ram's Horn? We were there with ISD.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
we're
the
all,
dude was puking his
Yeah.
guts up. And
so we're all, there's like 10 of us to this huge table, and we're all sitting around. And one table over, there was literally a dude drunk out of his mind. It's like 2:30 in the morning. And he literally, if you've seen Monty Python's, I think it was the one with, it's wafer thin, and the guy was like throwing up all over. It was literally like that.
It was
This guy
so
was
bad.
puking all over the floor in the restaurant,
And
just
we're
sitting
just
in his
eating
chair.
our omelets
Yeah.
like, that sucks.
Yeah, we're looking over, and this dude's
Why
just like,
is this happening?
like all over the floor. And we're like, oh my God, what is this? So you take a bite of your omelet, you're like, poor waitresses, man. They're probably like, oh God, what have I done with my life?
Jarrod says I went shirtless before I turned 30.
Yeah, it's not something I'm gonna be doing anytime soon.
Oh, jeez.
Not
Earlier,
until I lose this weight, anyways.
Lucas said, what a great riff, Jarrod. Purple Nightmare head is great. Do you have a
Thank you.
TS9 on board as custom feature?
Thank you. You know, I should. Oh yes, I do. I do have the TS9 built in. Yes. Yep. And I thought I was getting the one with MIDI, but it doesn't have MIDI, so I got kind of gypped on that. But whatever.
The Irish Cowboy. Irish Cowboy. Nice name. The Quad
Yeah.
Cortex has a whole page of Fryette captures. It's really awesome. I've been using it a lot lately. He really want a Cigars.
Oh, the Cigars. I played that. Yep. If you like dry amps, man, the Fryette stuff is definitely for you. Yep. They're really dry, but they're actually pretty cool though. There's you got to be on your game when you're playing those, man, because there is no forgiveness.
Charles says FedEx destroyed his Mesa 290
Oh.
tri-axis rig back in 2007 when I flew back from the UK after a tour. He said
God.
they blamed it on TSA.
Oh.
And he says bullocks to that.
Bullocks! Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that sucks, man. You know what's funny is when I got my my Purple Nightmare delivered. So I'm doing the stalker thing on my app, and I see the guy coming down my street, and I'm like, oh yeah, my Purple Nightmare is going to be here. So I get on my shoes, and I go, and I'm waiting for the guy, and I'm thinking, okay, he's out there for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, maybe he needs some help with the amp or something. I don't know. So I went out there. It was in the summer, and this guy was like sweating profusely, and he's like, "Dude, I'm really sorry, but I can't find your amp," And he's like, I'll have to come back in, another time. And I'm like, "It's right there," because I was peeking in his truck. I'm like, "It's right on the floor, right there."
The big one?
Yeah,
the
underneath
real big,
the-
heavy
yeah.
one?
And he was like, "Oh, so that's it?" I'm like, "Yes, that's it." He goes, "Okay," and it's got Fragile stickers all over it, So Fragile. So he pulls it out and picks it up. And brings it, he's at chest level with this amplifier, brings it to the front of the truck and drops it on the floor. And I'm like, no. And the thing like bounced off the floor. He dropped it on its side.
Did you get that on your Ring doorbell?
No, because he was out front of my house. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Do you see the Fragile sticker? And he's like,
They don't care.
oh. Well, you want me to carry it up to your house? And I'm like, no.
No, you lost it.
I'm like, I'll carry it up myself, bro, because I think you've done enough damage for one day. I'm like, seriously, dude. I mean, it's a $3,500 amp that just got here from Germany, and you're going to freaking drop it on the floor like a basketball. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was pissed, and I'm like, I'll get it myself,
Do
dude.
you know what my delivery dudes have been doing? Well, I live in Narnia, right?
Yeah.
They have been putting my packages in garbage bags and hanging them from tree limbs.
Oh, my God.
So I can go home, get in the driveway, and I've got packages, like, hanging, like, packaged in the trees.
Boy, they're getting creative these days.
Like, really? I gotta go climb a tree to
Oh
get
my
that?
God, that's nuts, man. So I get the amp in the house, and I'm like, I don't even think this thing's gonna work. I mean, he literally dropped it from chest level, not kidding you, chest level on its side on the floor. And I bring it in, and I do the unboxing. You can see the unboxing video, and the whole time, what's going through my head is this: I don't even know if this thing's gonna work. I went live with it that night, and I dialed it in afterwards, and I was like, oh, it works. And I was like, thank God. And it's no issues so far, but that was the day I wrote that riff, and so that's the story behind my Purple Nightmare. Yep, I guess it's built really well because it survived that.
JB wants to know what model Red 7 you got.
I got the Leviathan. Yeah, I got the Leviathan.
Ooh, and GM wants to know, when are we doing a guitar pick shootout?
A guitar pick shootout.
Yeah.
I haven't done one like that, and it's been a long time, but I can. I'll tell you what, I love these gravity picks, though. I've been using these for years, and every time I switch to something else, I always come back to these. I think these are freaking insane. They got a nice scrapey sound, and they last a long time.
Dean says FedEx came close to ruining Christmas. I cleaned them, and they actually argued with me about a package being delivered. The seller made it right. Called. Yeah. I'm like, you cleaned them? I called them, and they argued with me about a package being delivered. The seller made it right, even though it was not on them. Oh, I'm glad that they got that fixed for you.
That sucks.
I know we've been giving them a lot of hate lately, but they're probably short-staffed, and they've been working extra hard through
Who knows? Yeah,
the
the whole thing. But
pandemic,
that really sucked, though. When my package got lost, I'm like, I want that Red 7 so bad. I can't wait to try it out. So it will be here someday in the near future.
My mascara's lost in the mail too.
Yeah, darn it. Sucks when your mascara gets lost.
That's right. Do you have anything else you want to play?
Yeah, I have. I should do Out of Nowhere. I haven't played that in a while.
I like it.
Yeah. So let's try that tonight.
So we'll play the song, get the last few questions in, and then we'll be off the air.
We're gonna make pancakes. Apparently, smoking a pancake. All right, 1 second. Well, haven't played that one in a while.
No, these are good.
Thank you. Yeah. Dude, this amp's killing it tonight. I got it redialed in, and with the pedals and stuff, I think I might have to turn the delay down just a hair on the rhythm. But for the most part, that's working out. I'm still dialing all this stuff in, so it's going to be a couple weeks before I get it all finalized. But
Flux says the Majesty makes all the Mesa Boogie amps sound big.
it does, man. There's some great low end in these pickups. There's a lot of good low end push in them. I really love these pickups a lot.
Gravel Rocks wants you to do a video of the MXR10 band in the loop of an amp. It's massive.
Oh, yeah, I will. Yep, what's going on, man? I will. I still haven't even unboxed that thing yet.
AR Stubbs, how do you set up your noise gate in the Helix? Do you use 2 noise gates?
Yes, you want to use one in front right after the overdrive pedal, and then you want to use one in the loop, but put it before your effects, because if you put it after, it'll clamp down on all your effects too. So put it right after the amp before all of your, especially your time-based effects. You want to put it there. And I used a hard gate. I'm trying to remember. I think I used a hard gate behind the amp, and I think I used both in both places. It's been a minute. But yeah, just adjust accordingly.
JB says you should do a strings shootout. They actually make a bigger difference than you think. I like the, oh Lord,
Paradigms?
Diardio.
Oh, Diardio.
Yeah, NYXL a lot, but they seem to lose high end after a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I could. The only problem is I got to restring each guitar to do it, and that's a lot of work. But it's definitely something I could probably do in the future. I like the Paradigms. That's what I use, and they've been great. They do last longer. They don't last forever, but they do last longer. And I love the way they feel and the way they sound. They're amazing. I was using Cobalts a little bit for several months, like 5 years ago or whatever, when they first came out, and man, they chewed up all my frets. I had nickel frets on my guitar, and they chewed them up, and I got away from those because my guitar guy was like, dude, don't use those, you're ruining your frets, because they're hard steel. But I have stainless frets on these guitars. That was back when I was playing Ibanez. So I got away from those, and then I had an extra pack laying around here, and I'm like, oh, I'll put them on one of my Majesties, because, yeah, whatever, I got stainless frets, no big deal. And I put them on, and I hated them. I was like, oh, these feel and sound like crap. They're too bright, and I just hated how they felt. They felt terrible. And I went right down to Motor City and bought a pack of Paradigms and took them right off and put the Paradigms on. Paradigms are amazing. They feel really good, and I love how they sound. So if you haven't tried them,
So there's your shootout.
Yeah, exactly.
He already did it.
If you haven't tried the Paradigms, I suggest that you do, because they really are that good. They're worth it.
Let's see, Lucas says, what a tone, with 3 exclamation points.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yep. Let's see, he also said, yes, in amps loop, you have to send a noised sound. I do the same before front amp and in send return loop. So cool for a defined tone.
Yep, it really does make a huge difference. That's why a lot of noise gates now are 4-cable, like the Rev G8. That's a 4-cable method noise gate. So it's got one in the front of the amp and one in the back. So there's 2 gates in that pedal, and they interact with the amp perfectly.
Well, we are all caught up, and my belly says it's time to
eat. All right. Well, I played some riffs, and we cracked some jokes, and
a good time was had by all.
Exactly. And I had a short pour of some wine, and I think it's time to make some pancakes. For show. So, well, guys, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Sorry we weren't here last week, but, Super Bowl. I mean, it's just the way it is. But anyways, glad you're back, too.
Yeah, I'm glad. I won't be here. No, I'll be here next week, but the following week is when the dance competition
gotcha.
in Grand Rapids.
All right, so you gotta do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I will try to have viewer comments up. It will be up tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. It just depends on how late I feel like staying up tonight. But I'll get that up, and it's going to be riffs and responses. And again, it'll be kind of basic. I'm not going to do a bunch of characters and stuff this time. Keep it simple. It's hard enough just to do these videos with all the other stuff I got going on. But I'll have that up tomorrow, and then all that happy stuff. So, well, thanks again for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the amp.
Yeah.
I did. Jeez, that thing sounded killer. So, well, like we always say, every day's a gift.
And thank you for spending part of yours with us.
Yes. God bless you guys. Love you all. And thanks to all the Patreon supporters as well. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Gosh, thank you so much. And I'll be live Wednesday night, Lord willing. So you guys all have a great night. Take care. We will see you.